Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Happy Tuesday. It's not Tuesday. Happy Thursday.
Ooh,
I am a little bit out
it's
of
been a
it
week.
today. It's been a week. Today especially has been one of those days like I've just been it's the end of the month and lots going on and I've been like deep in numbers and paperwork and things today. So give me a pass if I sound like I'm drugged. I'm trying to fix it with another cup of coffee, but I don't know if it's going to do any justice or any good this afternoon. We'll see. Maybe you guys will make me laugh. It's Kahoots Day, so Kahoots Day. It's Trivia Day. Same thing. Kahoot was Kahootin for us today, wasn't it?
Kahoot decided it didn't want any of Jasmine's money. That's what happened.
Yeah, we've learned how to navigate all of Kahoot. So if anyone needs training in Kahoot, we now know our entire way around all of their different products and services.
But I believe, I'm good. I was just going to say, I think there were some comments that were rolling in. And for some reason, one of them didn't come through. But Gargi, I cannot pronounce your last name, and I'm not even going to try to butcher it. But on LinkedIn, wanted to say that your dedication to empowering healthcare professionals with the Mastering Medical Billing program is truly making a difference in the industry. So I thought Jasmine would want to hear that.
That's so nice. Thank you very much for that feedback. I like I like this world. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun hanging out with you guys. Thanks for your support. It's nice having you guys around. So it's definitely a highlight to my week is being around the community. I see some other comments. So BC Nelson, new member. Welcome. That's exciting. Welcome to the crew. So you'll be hanging out with us hopefully in our first member live coming up soon on the date that I don't remember.
It's in February, and it will be announced later today.
Yes. February. We should know it now, but February 20th. It looks like 220. That'll help. That will help my memory. Just knowing remembering easy numbers. At least I probably said the same thing last time, and still remember the date. I love it. Michelle's here. Hello, Michelle. Thanks for hanging out with us. We've got other Todd. Hey, good to see you. I'll be seeing you again later on today. Thanks so much for hanging out during the day. Hope you guys are ready to. What were you yang about?
The LinkedIn comments are working. Sorry.
Oh, okay, good.
Somebody rolled in, so.
Awesome. Yeah, you never know with these things, right?
Ugh.
Oh yeah, we've got to figure out how to fix how to do. You know what? I guess if we did the Instagram live thing, they might not be able to play. I guess they.
Yeah, the thing that we use to stream now supports Instagram, so we're toying with the idea of Instagram living the streams. So if you are an Instagram live person, let us know. Should we, or should we just leave it Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube as we have been?
Yeah.
Anyone dying to watch us just on Instagram?
I like how you did the just on Instagram.
I don't know. It's not for me. I never liked Instagram Live. Live, whatever they're calling it.
Wasn't it like IGTV for a little while and a few other things, but and now it's Instagram Live or whatever. I personally do watch certain people on Instagram Live just because that's the only place that they go live on. I don't have a preference by any means. Like I'm not like I love Instagram over all things. I'm pretty agnostic. I definitely am someone who doesn't necessarily. I currently am studying TikTok. Nicole knows this.
This is Jasmine's little hobby recently.
It takes a to like ration it. It's just not, my brain is not created for that. But we'll just leave it there. I know there's a lot of people who love it, like do that. That's just, I think the ADHD in me is like, woo, there's way too much going on, and it's all auto plays too, which also drives me bonkers. Like at least on Instagram, I can scroll sometimes in peace and not have to have like the sounds come at me. I have to have my sound off on TikTok. So, we should share the codes for today while we're chatting. I just realized.
Yes. We are playing trivia today. So if you're new to Kahoot, This is a whole thing. So, Kahoot, it's not that complicated, but we will have the questions and the answers here on our stream. You, on your second screen, on your phone, on your laptop, however it is you're playing, will have the answer options. But to participate, you can either scan that QR code or you can go to www.kahoot.it or use their app and use the game pin that we have at the top and scrolling at the bottom to participate. And I will throw it in the chat here in a second. But basically, you can go to any of those, the app, the website, or scan the QR code, and you will be able to participate. You can give answers in the chat. We will not be giving points because that is just too much for us, and Kahoot does it for us.
Yeah.
You get points not only for being correct, but for being fast, and first and second place will be winning gift cards, so it pays to participate.
Yes.
Anything else, Jasmine?
No, your commercial was fantastic. I really appreciate that you said www because I recorded a voiceover thing, but a voiceover, that sounds so like dramatic. It was an IVR like message thing that had information on it. And I said www and someone was like, I don't think you need to say that anymore. And I'm like, I think I don't now. I'm like, I have no idea. You need to say that anymore. Is that still a thing?
I prefer very clear communication.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I feel like it's always been what we say, so we should maybe just say it just in case. I guess. Is there another web that you could go to that wouldn't be the World Wide Web? I guess. And there is. There's the dark web. Just kidding. Just
no.
We're not talking about that on this stream. We might be banned or shadow banned.
Oh no.
So we'll watch you guys rejoin us live because I know you guys are probably accidentally clicking on the link and then going to the other place. So just come back here when you're done.
Yes. So if any of you are confused on why you lost us and you're rewinding, the reason we recommend 2 devices, 2 screens, all that fun stuff is because you have to see the stream to have the questions.
Yeah. I guess they probably get the option to choose, but they wouldn't necessarily get any of the other education.
Yeah, basically what you see if you were watching the live stream and then you clicked the link and it closed the stream is you can log in, and then if we started playing, you would just have 4 colorful boxes and you kind of feel like a preschooler picking your favorite japes. Like, you have no questions, there's no context. It's
Oh,
just
that's
4
hilarious.
colorful buttons.
I did not know that. That's funny.
Yay! Someone found their way back to the stream. A few people found their way back to the stream. I believe they're both members too, so that's cool.
Yay. Yeah, that's really cool. We've toyed with doing some fun member-only games, so we're going to technically have a member-only game. So.
I got my own hello. I never get my own hello. Hi, Michelle. Sorry. I didn't see this earlier.
Sorry. You just didn't say hello.
And did we say hi to Todd? I'm trying to keep on track of comments, but
yeah, I just while you were prepping, I think I got a couple. Let me see. Oh yeah, we missed some others though. Right here, like Sani. Hello, Sani. Great to see you from rainy California. You guys, the best part about California is they don't get much rain until it's time for rain, which is technically winter. In California, my experience was like it was always like once a year there was like a week or maybe 2 where it was just rainy and all that. We've had rain for so many days this year, right, Nicole? Like it has been insane. We haven't had any snow. We've had cold, and we've had really, really dreary, rainy days. So Sani, you'll have some sun before. Well, today's sunny here, but you'll probably have more warm sun before we will.
Like it's actually pretty warm. Like
Today, yeah.
I've got my window open. It's kind of
nice. I was thinking the same thing. I usually turn the AC. You guys are gonna laugh at this. And no matter what the temperature is, I get very excited when I talk to you guys. So Nicole knows this.
I know exactly where this is going.
I can't lift my arms up when I'm on the live stream. We're just gonna say that because I get very excited and I have to turn my AC on. Otherwise, I will sweat a lot when we're on live stream. So I usually turn the AC on, and I didn't do it today. And now you just mentioned about opening the window, and now I'm like, gosh, I should have opened my window. So is it Abadisi? I'm sorry, Adebisi. Adebisi. I hope I got that right. Adebisi. God, just get to see you. Thanks so much for hanging out. I remember seeing you on LinkedIn before. I love all of your credentials. I'm trying to remember CPMA, medical auditor, right? Yeah, okay. I'm always forgetting when it gets past three letters, I'm like, wait, which one is that? Mm-hmm. Unless it's like I guess the RHITs are always like the top of my mind just because I know those folks. Sandy's laughing. That's so funny. 50 in Chicago. I love it. That's fantastic, Michelle. You got good weather today. So let's go ahead and get the party started. We're going to let other folks join in, but want to get things going. We have 2 rounds of games today. So just like Nicole said, first place, second place, not 2 rounds. I'm sorry. We have
just like we planned a second game.
No, I was thinking about, we have 20 questions, but basically I always like put it in my head, like when you get past the halfway point, you still have an opportunity because the way the game happens. Yes. Oh, you guys, I told you, my brain today.
Points for answering correctly, also points for being fast. So, it incentivizes, not anticipates, incentivizes quick answers. Only first and second place get gift cards. Answers in the chat are welcome. They will not win you points.
Yeah, feel free to put feedback or answers in there, but if you really want to get the gift card, put them into answer them on Kahoot. Put them into the Kahoot. I love it. Thank you for the flexibility with calling you with your nickname. That's so sweet. So BC, I love it. Yay. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay, so let me remember how to. I'm just gonna click it.
Oh,
you know what it is? First? I did the wrong tab. what did you say?
On first? We need to figure this out now.
Oh, heads or tails? I'm just kidding. No, just odds or evens. You pick.
I'll do odds. A little odd myself, so.
All right. Cool. Well, I couldn't say heads or tails because I don't know if I have any coins anywhere.
I don't know if you saw the panic when you said heads or tails. As I look at my very cluttered desk, I've got a beanie, I've got a pencil sharpener.
So my daughter has told me that there are apps for everything. When we couldn't find our die for one of the board games we were playing recently, she pulled up a dice app that you could, and apparently there's also a coin tossing app. So next time we'll just pull up that. All right, so I'm evens, your odds?
Yeah. All right. I'm very into Dungeons and Dragons. You would think that I would have dice. I have an entire cup of dice downstairs.
What? Look at this.
What?
This is the stuff we're running into, you guys. We realize that
does
we need to renew our Kahoot
while she does
crisis
management.
Change, yeah, maybe. I'm gonna give me a second. Yeah. Let me see.
You're no longer sharing, so you're welcome to mess with settings.
I have no idea what theme we have. Oh, we have a dark theme. I don't know what that means.
Dark mode is a premium option.
Oh, apparently. What is not? I don't even understand.
See, dark mode should not be locked behind a paywall as someone who turned the white balance down on her phone because basic was too bright.
I really don't even
For migraine sufferers, dark mode should not be behind a paywall.
Yeah, I agree with that. I can't stand it especially at nighttime when people have like their phones really bright. I'm like, oh, I can't see. Like, I don't really. I feel very slow right now, Nicole. But it's basically any theme. So and I don't know how to turn it off. So, all right. Give me a second, guys.
I'm like, you're hidden, so you can mess with whatever you want.
Yeah. There you go. Here we go. Here. Okay. There's a section at the very bottom that says free.
Oh, lovely. So you have to scroll past everything you can't use.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. I love that setup.
Oh, it
Nothing
looks
like shaming you into upgrading.
I'm
no. Are they like holiday themed?
They're literally only things that have stuff on them.
Oh. So I'm sorry that this game is going to be ugly.
Yeah, we were trying to go with no theme, and that was why we did dark theme, and we've always only done dark theme. But we're going with. I don't know if I want. Do we want winter? I feel like I want to manifest spring. Maybe we should go. That's too busy. What? All right, you guys, we're going with winter because it looks like the simplest, and it's not very pretty. Just so you know. Oh sorry,
we're doing it again.
All right, how do I get out of this? Here we go. Now we're going to hit the button. Now we're ready.
All right. Yes. Hi, Abu. Welcome to the disaster of our Kahoot stream. You skip a month and this is what happens.
Oh, we didn't play in January. That's right.
I don't think so. What's the patient's responsibility? We've got money. Oh, my screen was too small for this. In red, we have 85. In blue, we have 1672. In orange, we have 83.60, and in green, we have $1.40. I'm sorry that this picture is so tiny. I don't know how to help.
This already.
We did. It didn't look this bad.
Oh my gracious. Kahoot, you're driving us crazy today. Oh, well, hopefully you guys can scroll in. If not,
I don't know.
If we have to do like a gimme.
If Nicole had to guess, she'd put the orange circle of 83.60. We've had this debate. Is this orange or yellow?
I think it's, yeah, I don't know. It's mustard.
The mustard option is what Nicole would pick.
All right.
Wonderful question, Abu, while we let this question time out. So you can join by entering either using the app or going to the website www.kahoot.it, and you will use the code. It should be in the comments. It's also scrolling at the bottom, and it's in the gray bar at the bottom of the questions. 6800972. We do recommend using 2 different devices, either 2 phones, a phone, a laptop, 2 computer screens, just so you can see the questions and the answers. Because the stream will have the questions, the website will have the answer options, and by playing along, you are entered to win one of 2 gift cards given to first and second place. And that should cover all the new people.
Yeah, so I'm going to apologize to everybody in advance about, because we were all excited. We worked on zooming in more with our EOB, the sample EOBs, and I think there's at least 2 more of those, Nicole. Is there?
Oh, no. I thought we only did 1. I thought we removed them.
Oh, really? Okay, fingers crossed. We'll find out. If there's bad ones, you guys don't answer. I think it doesn't penalize. I have no idea, honestly.
You don't get penalized. Yeah. Yay, I'm glad you made it in, Abu. I'm sorry to everyone who lost points.
Yeah, I can see it. It just won't let me. When I zoom in, it makes it smaller. What is the proper name of codes like CO45 and PR32? What is the proper name of codes like CO45 and PR32? Excuse me, guys.
I know, I forgot to get water before the stream too, so we're both just...
I think I have like this much in my water, so I'm like going to be rationing it.
I finished it last night and I was like, I should fill that before tomorrow, and then I didn't.
I don't think that I could drink my coffee now then, because I'm like, then I'll then be more thirsty. So, all right.
Yay.
Love it. We've got claim adjustment reason codes. Very good. And so there were some other ones up there that definitely would be confusing, but be sure to know that that typically when people are saying it, they might call them like CARC codes too, if that could help you remember, but it's adjustment reason codes, because sometimes there are adjustments, even though there are also remarks like PR. They're more comments, but they're adjustments because they sometimes result in you writing them off. Scoreboard, Michelle for the win. I like Just a Toddler.
I like Just a Toddler. That's my favorite name so far. Sorry, everyone who used your real names.
We've had some really fun names in the past too. I appreciate it when you've got like a really fun name, and then also the avatar. It seems like it matches. It looks like I'm a toddler, and I've got my graduation cap on.
Very advanced. All right. It didn't load for me for a second. What do you need to check the patient's eligibility? Sorry. I was waiting for the question. It just never appeared.
I thought it was me. I was like, am I supposed to go? Shoot.
All right. So we've got patient name, DOB, ID number, and all of the above for our answer options. And by the way, if you have any questions about a question, you got it wrong, you were a little confused, feel free to jump in the comments. That's why Jasmine's here, to answer questions.
Yeah, I love it. Everybody did all the above. Good job. I just realized that when the question is going, there is a skip button that I could click. I'm paying attention now. The coffee has
We've only been doing this for like a year. It's fine.
Don't tell anybody. Hey, Jab. Thanks so much for hanging out from New Jersey, from Jersey. Got someone from Jersey.
First live. We're excited to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for hanging.
I love when I get mentioned. I don't get mentioned a lot, so it's fun.
Yeah, you have a name.
That girl who does the trivia. It happened once.
Yeah, no.
I was like, that has to be me, but that girl.
That one girl. I love it.
You know, her.
Abu, second, coming in close. So here's the deal. If you're just joining and like Jab, if you want to jump on at the bottom, there's a scroll and then there's also that gray bar that tells you what you could do. Go on a different device so that you don't lose this on the live. And you can jump in because the questions are scored according to speed and accuracy, I guess is the word. So
yes.
If you get it right, then you get some extra points. But then if you do it faster than other people, you also get extra points. So there's a chance that you'll see the scores just kind of ebb and flow based on that criteria primarily. So next, true or false? When calling to check claim status, you only need to verify the NPI to identify the practice. True or false? When calling to check claim status, you only need to verify the NPI to identify the practice.
I'm sure the misspelling wasn't intended, but I like accuracy equals correctiness.
I like correctiness better.
I like correctiness.
I know. We should just make that a word. On and there you. Correctiness is the official
Wouldn't
term.
be the first word we've invented on here.
I do appreciate that so much, though. Like that we're both
you
so
guys.
fun and quirky. Yay, good. What's one other thing that you need to verify to identify your practice? What's one other criteria? If you know, there's a couple of them that typically get asked. So there's some other
Truthiness.
All right, I'll let you guys work that out. Put that into the chat. What's one other criteria that you need to verify? Address.
I was so worried that you were asking me for a second. I was like, Jasmine.
Come on, Nicole. That one time that you heard me talk about it in that one video,
right?
You remember?
If you want to know more about it, though, you can join Mastering Medical Billing.
For the shameless plug.
Always. It's literally my job to shamelessly plug on this channel.
This is true. Ooh, look, Michelle's got the streak. So she's got the highest streak. You see down at the bottom. That's why she got the flames up next to her.
She's on fire.
Yeah, BC's like hard at work over here, gaming down.
I always like the headset. It's cute.
Yeah, I like it. Todd says EIN and address. So EIN, that's our tax ID or the employee identification number, and then address. So yeah, awesome. All right, my friends. I don't remember what was I doing. Oh, you're done on. Yeah.
Yes. How many different types of NPI categories are there? Oh, I forgot how out of order I put these numbers. I remember I was like, that's so clever, and now I'm angry at past Nicole. So if you're also angry at past Nicole, that's okay. Red is 3, is 1, orange is 2, and green is 4, because past Nicole is evil.
We're going to officially call that color mustard. And mustard is 2. It's actually a really fun color, the blend between...
I mean, we literally used it in our thumbnail.
We did. Oh, I like that. Okay, so we've got other choices here. Yeah, we tricked some people. I was trying to get the gauge for... Okay, so we had some folks answer 1 and answer 4. So there are 2 categories of NPIs. Excuse me. Typically, what we call NPI number types are our individual and our group. But they're really just 2 types. So the numbers themselves are classified according to whether it's for a person, like an individual provider themselves, or an organization. And so we typically will say a group versus an individual NPI, but it really is an organizational NPI or a an individual NPI. And so those are the two categories that we'll see. And both are important to know. If you have a practice and your doctor has, or the providers have a business name that they're billing under, they should also have a group NPI, not be billing under a bunch of individual. Well, if they're getting paid under the group NPI, they should not be billing under a bunch of NPI numbers, under a bunch of individual NPI numbers. They should be billing underneath their group or their tax ID. Let's see.
Whoa.
Oh, that was a big change.
Big shakeup on the leaderboards. Just a toddler rocketing to the top with their own answer streak of 3.
I like
and I'm assuming that means everyone else got it wrong, because I think there are only 3 answer options. So
I like it. Very, very fun. Okay, knowing the correct payer ID is important. This is true or false. Knowing the correct payer ID is important. We're going to call this a gimme answer for those of us who are in billing. But, you know.
I don't know why congrats just a toddler is so funny, but it is.
Yeah, Michelle, that's very kind of you. They just knocked you out of first. But I think it's because Michelle's passively like, I know that I'm going to be back up there again. So
I don't remember who it was, but once with Carrie, we had a game where everyone, for some reason, was against the person in first, and so we had a little like jokey thing with chat of like take down like Terry or something, and it was so fun.
I think that was around the holidays. That was a fun one. I think it was when we were still doing evenings. I was pretty sure I was sipping on some adult beverage while we were it was even more entertaining. Okay, good. So I hope that you got that one right then.
And
Hey,
Monica,
hello.
thank you for participating. Monique, I can't read. Monique, thank you for putting that in the chat. If you want points, though, you will have to participate via Kahoot, either their app or on their website. Do I want to explain it again? I feel
think
bad.
at the bottom, there's a scroll that has the numbers that you need, or like the little gray bar at the top. So it's not working well. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, BC. So if we've had people tell us in the past that sometimes it's like slow for them, you don't get enough time because of the time, like the question loads. So I'm sorry if that's your experience. I would try a different way. Like if you're on the computer, try it on the app, or if you're on the app, try it on the computer and see if that fixes it. So I love that. That's fun.
Okay.
I love it. All right. Sorry, guys. Here we are. All right. Oh, see, that's why Michelle was being so kind. She's like, yeah, good job, just a toddler. Awesome.
Oh my gosh, is Todd the toddler? Did I just put... I'm dumb. Ignore me.
You just put that together?
Yep. We're only, 7 questions in? Yeah.
That does
What
make
is the
sense,
requirement that states the procedures must be linked to a justifiable condition? What is the requirement that states that procedures must be linked to a justifiable condition?
You guys, I hope you like this question. It took me a lot to rewrite. It was like such a weird question.
We kept maxing out the character limit. We found that Kahoot actually has a character limit.
That's the most annoying part about the question. I feel like there's certain ones in here that would be really, really great, that we could put some really challenging questions for you guys, but it has limitations on how long the questions could be. So that or hate it. We currently dislike it. So medical necessity, very good. Awesome. Wait, there's only a couple of you that answered though. So make sure you got your hand on the trigger so you get the extra points for it. So I love it when the chat gets a little bit rowdy. All right, scoreboard. Nice. Yeah, it's pretty close. And Abu, you're still right up there at the top. So for sure, you can come back. And BC, same thing. If we can get it working, try logging back into the other app and see if it gets you back in. Because like I said, we're halfway. Are we halfway? No, we're not quite halfway yet. So we've got plenty of time to come back.
Michelle is not feeling the competitive spirit.
A company that can convert paper claims into electronic claims is the insurance carrier. A company that can convert paper claims into electronic claims is the insurance carrier.
See, I'm with Todd. I'm with the competition. I encourage chat to get a little spicy.
Oh, I love it. Very good. We said, what is the show media? Oh, is that just the picture? I was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
If you're sick of the background, you can show our thumbnail again.
Yeah, it's better. So, what's the correct answer, my folks who are in the chat? What's the correct answer for this? So, a company that can convert paper claims into electronic claims is the what? If it's false, oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
We'll see if we can extend it. I think we could probably extend it a little bit next time.
Yeah, I think some of them we extended further. That one was I think a shorter one. All right, I'm going to go to the scoreboard, but yes, it's false. That's right. If you guys know that, what would be the proper term for a company that can convert paper claims into insurance into electronic claims? Well, I make up other words. Nice. Yeah. Very good. Clearinghouse. That is right. That is correct. Actually, once upon a time, let me talk old school healthcare. Once upon a time, that was the entire purpose of a clearinghouse, because most software were not built to actually create their own electronic claims. So you had to send your claims to a clearinghouse for them to map your claim to turn it into ANSI code. That has since changed. Thankfully, now the software companies can create their own ANSI, the ANSI files, but the ANSI 837 files. But people still use clearinghouses because there's a lot of benefits to clearinghouses. But yeah, you could eliminate the use of a clearinghouse and just go from your clearinghouse or your software directly to payer if you have all the right formats. I just don't necessarily recommend it, because then you end up losing some of the benefits to an effective clearinghouse, especially in situations where your software is not so great, which happens to a lot of us. Yeah, so close. I like it. So this was not a bad guess there, Abu, the ACH, but that's not the right answer. I saw that you put up the ACH. That one's not the right answer. Oh, I missed Todd put the answer up there.
I was going to say Todd technically got it first. If we're being,
I didn't even see that. I missed your little stars. Sorry. Nicole does classify them for me, but clearly don't pay attention.
All right. The time period between the point of which a claim is submitted and when the claim is paid is a collection period, a claim period, an aging period, or past due period. You never want a past due period. Sorry, bad joke.
I can't really I know. I'm not good at that. How do you do that? Yeah. But this is true, Nicole. You never want a past due period, and that is not the right answer here.
If you want to know how annoying I am about the little buttons, my boyfriend frequently says in sentences and then pauses, so I will instinctively go and it fully breaks his entire train of thought, and he goes as I've turned his conversation into a drum roll.
Maybe it'll teach him to get away from the
Yeah, that's how you break bad speech habits, is you turn it into something really annoying. I'm really sorry it's timing out. We'll definitely double check and make sure that they're a little longer next time.
Yeah, sorry.
Since a couple people are having that problem.
Yeah. We'll see. You want me to check and see while we're on here? I can extend it. You think that's a thing?
I don't know if you can mess with the settings without ending the game, and we're halfway through.
That's true. Yeah.
If it was question 3, it'd be different.
I minimized you guys. Hang on. I've lost the YouTubers. There we go.
Okay. Follow my voice.
There it is. Okay, I know, right? She's somewhere in there. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Today's one of those days. I'm all over the map. Aging period is the correct answer. So when our claim is submitted, it starts getting old. It starts aging right away. So that is the clock. The start for the clock. So as soon as we submit the claim, the claim starts aging. Now, there is also a software have the ability to track charge age, which I can't stand because it essentially means like the timing in which your charge was entered, which is fairly insignificant, especially if you're one of those practices that has a very long lag period, we call it, which means that you've got a delay from when your charges go into the system to when they actually go to insurance company, get submitted to insurance company. So basically, aging from the date of submission is more ideal because that is the date that matters, right? So if the claim didn't go anywhere and it was just blocked up in your software and never got closed out properly for it to go to insurance, then we wouldn't have even been aging the claim if it gets beyond timely filing because you didn't actually file the claim. You technically have no recourse because there's no age. There's not even proof of the fact that you sent the claim, right? So I hope that makes sense. But yeah, the claim period and collection period and all those other words are just other words. They have no real place in terminology when it comes to revenue cycle. So past due is obviously a term that's used, but it's not one when we're talking about aging. Let's see. Yeah, adjudication period is another term. That's right. It is another term. And that adjudication period, so adjudication is one of those words that, because it makes me sound smart. Just kidding. No, it's just one of those words that are really annoying because it sounds very intimidating. And it really just means processing. There's not really the simplest way to explain it is processing. All right, let's check out this scoreboard. Just the toddlers taking it home. Let's see, we've got how many more questions? Where are we? 9?
We're about to be halfway. You're about to do 10.
All right, cool. Yeah, so we still have plenty of opportunities, so stay in the game. Oh, is it me?
Yes.
Name a government healthcare plan that provides coverage for Americans. Can I buy it? 65 and over.
Nicole can't type. Jasmine can't count. What sort of stream is this?
I know. Oh, it's February 1st stream. This is the day that all things aren't functioning properly.
It's a long February too.
It is a long February. We will definitely add air quotes to that statement. A long February.
We have a whole extra day to deal with. That's a long February.
I'm glad that everybody got that right. I would also call that a gimme question. Hopefully, you knew that Medicare is the correct answer. And Molo's in the running. I love it, and I always love it when I've not seen this avatar. And BC, it just cracks me up when they flip the faces to these little sad faces. It's so adorable. So I love it. Yeah, for a larger practices using accrual accounting, calculating aging based off of the date of service. I hear you with that. That's a big conversation. I love that you know that and know what. So people who don't even know what cash versus accrual accounting is are going to lose us if I start talking about the differences. But yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. And and it's definitely very useful when you are doing accrual accounting. It basically means like when the services take place, we need to track the timing versus when the money comes in the door, because some people are filing taxes based off of when the data services take place, right off of production numbers, basically. So
if you want to have a longer conversation about it, not just waiting until we eventually cover it on the channel, you can always join the Medical Billers Network Facebook if you're not already there, Todd specifically, but anyone else. Lots of fun conversation. That's technically, specifically what this live stream, Medical Billers Network Live, is for. And we do also have one for our medical billing company leaders. Not sure if you, Todd, are one of them, but one of you might be here watching. So we have one of those as well. Shameless plugs. Love them.
I'm pausing in honor of the shameless plug. I appreciate it. I do. Nicole's great because she always holds me accountable for letting letting people know what's going on, which is pretty important because sometimes I'm like, I've got all the great ideas that I want to do all these things and I forget to tell people that they're going on. So it's very important to have someone doing these shameless plugs. So thank you for that. All right, so let's go on.
Okay. Depending on the size of the practice, what will the medical biller not do? It's funny, we were just talking about the big practices. So you can examine patients, collect copays, send claims, and check claim status. Yeah, I think they might have gotten reset to 30 seconds. So there's two reasons for the questions to be timing out quickly. Either we reset the timer too low, or everyone who's marked as playing has answered. So those are the only two times that the question will end before Jasmine hits skip. So either the game doesn't recognize that you're playing, or it reset on us, because I definitely set that one longer. Anyways, we'll fix it next time.
Yeah, we'll make them longer, and then let's see if we can get some answers on like what to do with the timing out things with you guys, because I don't want you guys having issues with it. I mean, we're paying for it, so we should totally make sure that it's behaving well so that you guys can actually participate. So I'm sorry for that, Michelle, that's kicking you out. And BC, I know that you guys were saying you're having trouble staying in the game. I love it. All right, we just had numbers change, and I missed. I think it was Molo's that went up. Yeah, I think I missed it when I first got into the screen. I was looking at a different place, and I saw numbers move. But we've got just a toddler with an answer streak of 5. If the provider is non-par with the insurance, what do you do with the balance if the insurance paid? If the provider is non-par with insurance, what do you do with the balance if the insurance paid? Am I? Oh, I see you. Okay, I thought it was for me. It's like, am I having connection issues again?
No, you did like 10 minutes ago, but it's been good since then. No, I found like a Kahoot article for them about advice on connection issues and reconnecting and testing it. So I shared it just in case anyone wants to check it, but you're obviously not required to. I'm just curious.
I love it.
Because they updated it in January, so it should be accurate. Anyways.
Yeah, thank you for that. I was just realizing that I was like, wait, that's not right. I'm like, oh, wait, I totally misread my own question. I'm like, no, that is right. Bill the patient. You can balance bill, and I put that in air quotes. You can balance bill your patients when you're non-par, and that's essentially just means that if there's a remainder that could be liable for it. Most cases, when you receive the non-par remittance, if you do not have a contract with any of the other networks that the insurance company might also be affiliated with, then you are going to see the patient responsibility being at 100% of the billed amount. And then if the insurance paid, the difference would be left to patient responsibility. So that's right. Yeah, I don't like it either. Not my favorite, but it's the thing that we're supposed to do, and absolutely something that we, when a patient is non-participating, you could have in advance a discussion about what that potential liability should be and what they could do to lower it. So for example, if we know the patient has a deductible out of network and the insurance really isn't going to pay much, but it's a high dollar service, you can offer them that time of service or some sort of, payment arrangement that fits into their budget based on, your own financial policy, which is what I would recommend doing. So we don't have to do the balance billing thing because nobody wants it, not even the patients. So I like it. Nice. Just widening the gap. All right. 13.
All right. The process of entering received payments into a patient's account is called claim submission. True or false? You've gotten like all the true or false. I'm so glad I finally got in on that.
You're welcome. I planned it that way. Just kidding.
Right? Jasmine was like, let's put all the true and false on evens because then I will get them.
Did anybody answer the Oh, okay. I like it. Yeah. It's not called claim submission. That's right. What is it called? What is it called? The process of entering received payments into a patient's account is called. Now, there's probably like two different terms that I would accept because it depends on how long you've been in healthcare and your software as well. What is it called? Entering received payments into a patient's account.
That's up to you, chat. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say this is for the answering in the chat. Yeah, that's right. I should have actually said that because I'm like, Nicole's not answering me because she doesn't know.
Nicole does social media. Nicole does thumbnails. Nicole does not do billing.
Payment posting. One that I would also take is yeah, very good. Yeah, Young, great to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Is also payment reconciliation, because some systems don't actually require you do any payment posting, but there's a process for reconciling. So that would be the other name. But and then Kimberly came in with another ERA. So ERA processing is also a term if you don't have, let's say your department doesn't even touch manual payments, or you just don't even accept any sort of well, I say that in air quotes because there are tools out there, if you guys don't know this, that do not process anything other than electronic files, because they can do, like, some of the very intelligent software can actually convert a paper EOB into an ERA file and allow it to come in as an ERA. So there isn't really a payment posting. And what happens is the systems can auto post and you only get like rejections and denials. And this is like, we're talking like, bigger systems. Obviously, some of our specialties groups and the specialty billing software, they're not there. Who knows if they'll ever get there? They probably just start, they're always the bare minimum. When they paid for the software to be made, that was probably the biggest and most of the investment that they will ever make in software creation. So I love it. All right. Scoreboard. Widening the gap. Just a toddler. And my friends who are in the chat, thanks for answering there. You can still join the game if you want to have your names popping up on the leaderboard. I know there's other people playing. It won't show up until you get close in scoring. So if you just joined and you're kind of getting your way up to the leaderboard, you might see yourself pop up there soon. Does it mean users assigned users assigned passwords who are authorized access to patient records is a form of user assigned passwords. Okay.
Users assigned passwords who are authorized access to patient records is a form of. I'm like, that's written correctly. I read this.
It just wasn't coming out of my mouth correctly.
That's on your brain, not my hands.
Exactly. So yes, this is a form of security. So we're talking about health IT stuff, and this is security from the perspective of what we define in compliance. This is an example of healthcare compliance, security compliance. So the confidentiality is a term that we use in the form of privacy and protections, but security parameters that are required with healthcare IT is all related to security expectations defined by HIPAA. But yes, so or high tech and HIPAA. But basically, the language that's utilized can be a little confusing, but just know when we're talking about technology layered into protecting our patients' data, we're really talking security. All right. We're talking security. Oh, my God. All right. I clicked twice. But
no
ahead.
One gets to know. Modifier 25.
Oh, that's what.
I added to which type of codes? The leaderboard is a mystery. Who knows if we finally got a new entry on the leaderboard, if there was a shakeup, if someone else new is in charge. Who knows?
I was literally like, oh, oops, I clicked twice. What did I miss? Did I click
the
anything?
leaderboard?
The leaderboard.
And there's worse things. We could have skipped a whole question. So.
This is true.
Anyways.
Oh, everyone already answered. I like it. Okay. So 25 can only be added to evaluation and management. So this, I don't know why, always comes up People just get confused about 25 modifier. It's an E&M attachment. That's it. It's only able to be appended to an E&M code, the evaluation and management code, which are typically our exams and consultation codes. So just put your mind like E&M 25. That's it. So if you're seeing the 25 modifier going on any other procedure code in a practice that you're new, where you are new, then you're going to want to immediately draw attention to the fact that they have something wrong with their coding going on. It's a problem still, and I don't understand why. I don't know where people are getting the possibility of using 25 modifier on other procedure codes. I didn't click it twice this time, and we got to see some movement there. I love it. Molo climbed up, and we've got you've got 9 correct answers in a row. I love it. So I got some questions coming in, and I'm so excited that you guys are asking about HIM degrees. It's pretty fun and interesting to me. I can't answer that in this particular live stream because it's a pretty big question. But I will absolutely. Does that give me the question on? Yeah, it's on YouTube. Oh yeah, so we'll have the questions on our. We'll add them to our list so we can actually get to the answers for you guys. So there's the real K is asking, can you get a job with an HIM degree and no medical billing certification? And so I would love to answer that question, but I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. It will lose me. Mm-hmm. Regarding billing, when speaking to a patient, when it shifts like that, it freaks me out. When speaking to a patient, what should be done first? Regarding billing, when speaking to a patient, what should be done first? Oh, nobody answered. Okay. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, nobody answered. Okay. So yes, verifying the patient's identity. So a greeting is very nice. You definitely should be kind and say hello. But before you give them any information, because again, it's regarding billing, we need to verify who they are and make sure that we aren't giving information to someone who is not authorized or someone other than the patient or an authorized caller, like the guarantor. For that patient. So yes, verifying identity needs to be done first. So went too fast, Todd said. Yeah, we'll make sure we slow him down next time. And then also we'll reach out just to see if there's anything else that can be done with the functionality. Let's see, scoreboard. If I have time, the real K, hang out and I'll see if I can answer that question. Oh, I could have skipped to that one.
Oh. When a patient sees a specialist without the requirement of a primary physician referral, it is called blank. Appointment, self-referral, authorization, or self-taught. Yeah, I think it's got to be some sort of mix between us having them set at 30 for some reason, even though I remember having them specifically set otherwise, and it will automatically end the question when everyone who's registered as playing has answered. So I think when people are having connection issues, if you refresh, it'll kind of kick you out. So it's probably a mix of the two.
Yeah, that makes sense. Self-referral, very good. So I like self-taught though. That would be fun. I'm self-taught when I decide to go see another doctor without my primary care physician. I've taught myself to do that. But yeah, self-referral is the official term, which is the language that's utilized for patient types that have things like point of service plans that have an option to get a referral, potentially have a reduced liability, or they can go and self-refer. That term is utilized now. PPO plans are inherently self-referral plans, which means I could say, hey, I need to go see a neurologist, and I could literally just go see a neurologist, right? And there would be no difference in what I'm liable for. There are some point of service or open access plans. I like to call them the gray plans, the ones that are kind of in between HMO and PPO. Those plans sometimes have a change in the patient liability when you go to a specialist without a referral. Not in all instances, but in some. So. Yeah. Oh, okay. I like it. Todd's answering the question. So, yes, is it a BA? Yeah. So, is it a BA, BS, or associate's degree? Now, that's a great question because there's a lot of different programs out there that I think are offering HIM as like certificate style programs, so 2 years or less, even. So, yeah. And when it comes to medical billing, and this is a bigger topic, which is why I didn't talk too much down the path about it, is that medical billing, and I'm answering this question, those of you who are wondering what I'm talking about, is we have a lot of interest as healthcare leaders and people who are seasoned and have experience. So it isn't always because they have a degree. Now, the reality is this, is if you were able to gain experience in HIM in your program, where you actually had some hands-on with medical billing, possibly. And you probably could start out entry level in the revenue cycle if you did not have any hands-on experience in your program. But I have a lot more to say about that. Like I said, I'm not going to go there, but I think it's a great topic. So nice. Todd, this is your game. We've got two more questions. Go ahead. Is that me? What does
That's
not
you?
No? Oh, to be on the claim form. One day I'm actually going to get these things right. What does not need to be on the claim form?
It's like, wait a minute, because I made sure I did mine, and then I copied down the question from Kali, however she wants to.
I'm even, Stephen. Yeah. Very good. So if you've been in healthcare long enough, there was a time that most of our IDs were our social security numbers, which is why people are like, of course not the social security number. Like, it's not an outrageous thing. Like, up until just a few, I don't know how long ago was it now that Medicare switched their IDs, but up until less than a handful of years ago, Medicare even still had our patients' social security numbers on the ID cards as well. So it might be even longer. When you're in healthcare this long, you completely lose track of time. You're like, oh, that was in 2007. You're like, really? That's embarrassing. Like, but I'm pretty sure that it's been only just a few years since. Yeah, exactly. We still often for VA use socials because their software, even though they're trying to move to different tools for processing, it doesn't often do a great job at identifying the patients still. So it's gotten a little bit better over the last couple of years, but it's still social for the win. The social is the easiest thing to identify our patients. So I like that you know that, Todd. Awesome. I like it. Abu's climbing back up too. All right. Let me see. Tyra. Yeah, exactly. Love it. Good to see you, Tyra. Thanks for hanging out.
All right. If insurance does a recoupment, I'm hearing an echo, and I don't know if it's my end or not, and I hate it. If insurance does a recoupment and the claim was billed out correctly, what's the best step to take? We've got just rebill the claim, bill the patient, ignore it, or send an appeal. The echo's gone now, so now I just look crazy. It's fine.
I'm hearing things.
Right? Like, I'm so glad I announced that to the internet.
No, it's so hard. Yeah, Tyra, good to see you. Thanks for making it. Don't worry about that. I know it's hard. We have made a decision not to move our stream till later. Oh, am I losing?
You're back now.
Oh man. I was just saying that we made an executive decision not to move our stream till later when we do trivia. So love it or hate it, but that's what's been decided right now. We're going to keep it at 2 p.m. Eastern for now. We have a lot of other things that we're working on the channel. And then also we have Inner Circle going on right now, my medical billing company owners. And so I've got a group meeting tonight with the Inner Circle. And so I just didn't want to have too many things back to back this evening. So full transparency, there's a lot of good stuff happening on Inlera U. And so we got to make sure we have space and time for all of the programming that we've got going on. So, okay, back to our questions. Yes, send an appeal is the correct answer because a lot of people have habits of doing this rebill thing. We put that up there. It's like, oh, they processed it wrong, rebill. That's absolutely the wrong thing. ideally you don't want to ignore it because they took the money back. And if you were supposed to be reimbursed for it, and we thought we were supposed to be reimbursed for it, we would want to get that from the insurance company. I know there are a lot of provider offices that default to bill the patient, and that's annoying for a lot of reasons, but we don't want to just drop a bill to the patient all the time, right? This just doesn't seem fair to anybody. So yeah, send an appeal is the proper next step. And, if we find out patient didn't have coverage and that's why they recouped it, then absolutely bill the patient. So. Like it. Oh, I'm back in the game. It's like, it knew you were gone. It's like, hey, he's back in the game. I love it. All right. We've got one more question. Last one. Yep. Last one. All insurances send letters before recouping their money. All insurances send letters recouping their money.
It's probably a good thing it's the last question. We lost you for a second again.
Did you really?
I'm glad you repeated the question because
man,
we've got some guesses in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. False,
Yep.
just like Tira predicted.
Right. False is right. It would be very nice if they gave us more time and more information like they used to. Once upon a time, there were only letters when they wanted their money back because they didn't do any sort of automatic retractions back in the day. They used to send you nice letters and ask you for the money back. And now they're like, oh, by the way, you owe us. We're going to take it on our next check. And they do all of that in a matter of like back-to-back ERAs. And so not every company, but a lot of companies recoup without any sort of advance notice, and then make you have to kind of take the steps to figure out why, which can be fun. So yeah, it's never a in healthcare. You guys will learn this. It's not always one answer for all things, but most companies that are larger these days are recouping with automatic retractions if you have a lot of claims going to them. If you have enough volume going to them, they're going to take from future payments and not send you a letter or any sort of notifications. They'll send you a notification in the form of an ERA comment, a balance forward notification is what it's called. All right, let's see this board here. So here is the podium. Drum roll, please. We've got Molo in third place, Michelle in second place, and the toddler. Yay! Runners up, Abu and BC. Thank you so much for playing, you guys. This was a lot of fun.
Right. So for Just a Toddler and for Michelle, if you can go ahead and take a screenshot, a picture with your phone, whatever, of your version of the podium, it will list your name and your place and say like, congrats you, basically. You can send that to learn@inlera.com so that we can send you your gift card, just so we can prove, you are who you claim to be. Usually we ask for a little bit of a grace period because these usually get sent to us on Friday, and Fridays are hard because they're followed by the weekend. So if you haven't heard back from us by the next live stream, please feel free to email and ask for an update. Things happen. We're people. But yes, you can go ahead and send those screenshots to the email. We will get to working on sending you your Amazon gift cards. The amounts escape me, but I'm sure Jasmine probably knows.
I think it's, oh God, Steve isn't on today. I think it's 20 and 15.
That sounds right. Somewhere around that amount, give or take $5.
Someone else does the ordering for that typically, so I don't remember. But yeah, something like that. Usually he's on and slips it into the chat for us. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 20 and 15. So somewhere around there, like Nicole said, give or take. So I want to just a couple of different little housekeeping things before we jump off today. We are always live here on Thursdays at 2 p.m. Eastern. We will often, I'm going to take that off. There we go. We will often be live and doing education, except Thursdays like this, which is our first Thursday of the month, we do our trivia. So if this is your very first time hanging out with us, you have a chance to win again on the first Thursday in March, which is the 7th of March. So pencil that into your calendar. And then every week on Thursdays at 2 p.m. Eastern, bring your pen and paper, because I do a lot more discussion education. So opportunities for you to always ask your questions, so we know what you guys really want to know more about. If we do it on the live stream or in a video, you will get your answer. So, and I'm super excited because I've shared with you guys before that we were kind of in the influx of changing, what do you call those editors, video editors, and we have a new editor and we have videos. Yay! So we are super excited about that. Very thrilled to say that you guys will see a lot of the questions answered in future videos. So like if things that you've asked and we said, we'll make a video about it, you'll be seeing that soon. And we typically rank them based off of, what we know needs to be answered based on audience request. But feel free to always just let us know that you're interested in learning more about something, because you don't know, it could be something that I could just do a quick video in our Facebook group to help answer the question for you. Do you want to add anything to that, Nicole?
Nothing specifically, except before we do wrap up, we do want to thank the channel members. You will see their names going down below. And if you're interested in becoming a channel member yourself, you can go ahead and follow this link here. For example, Michelle, our second place winner, is in fact one of them. You can see them on YouTube, but for some reason you can't see them when we share their comments. They have cute little badges. They get fun little perks. We have their membership live stream that I will be scheduling later today, if not tomorrow. So if you join and become a member before, I think we said, did we say the 20th?
The 20th.
20th?
Yep. So
if you join before the 20th, you can join in on that fun little members only live stream. They get access to all sorts of things. The link will explain it below. And I think that's about it for what we have going on.
Yeah, that's the main updates. We do have some webinar stuff that's going to be taking place this month related to medical billing. So, and this is kind of in preparation for our mastering program that'll start, but middle of the month, within the next few days, be on the lookout for that. We've got a webinar coming up that's about medical billing and really trying to help you understand whether or not you are headed down the right path in your understanding of revenue cycle. And so I'm excited about that, because it'll be a fun kind of sampling for you guys who are new and really trying to get your feet wet. So maybe something that could help the real K with your questions about the medical billing industry, if there's something in there that you might find beneficial. So that's going to be around the middle of this month. And then our next round of Mastering Medical Billing starts on March 4th. So if you guys are interested in joining Mastering Medical Billing, you can visit that in the links and ask any questions that you have. I was going to say, answer any questions that you have. You do it. Ask any questions that might come up, and we'll be happy to kind of keep visiting those over the next couple of different lives that we do. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm looking at our list. We've got a nice long list of things that we're working on. So
We just keep adding to it.
been fun. It's been fun. We enjoy it. Thank you guys. Thank you so much, channel members, for your support. You guys are rock stars. We're going to have a lot of fun. So make sure you save the date on the 20th. I think, did we do a poll for the time? I think we said we were going to do later in the evening, but we wanted to get a sense for channel members' availability. But we did want to make sure it was at a time that works for you guys. So yeah.
I'll double check that. If I haven't, then it will be going up today, and I'll announce the stream tomorrow.
Yeah.
We've been busy. Oh no! Did I lose Jasmine?
Yeah, I just noticed I just started breaking up. I don't know.
What were you saying though?
It's a good time. It's a good time to say goodbye then. Thank you. Thank you all so much for being here, and we will see you in the next video. Be well.